In this video, we're going to make an AI chatbot using LM Studio, OpenAI, AI-SDK, and Next.js. And bonus, I'm going to use TypeScript. Of course, I'm going to use TypeScript. I love TypeScript. All of these codes are available in my GitHub repo, which is here. I have created a monorepo which I put all of the codes from initial point to the final point in here. You can see the initial point of this commit right now, and I'm going to use this website to download a specific directory of this repository to my local machine. So I'm going to start wherever you start. Okay, let's code alongside each other. I'm going to open this. Let's unarchive this and open it in cursor. Zoom a little bit. I'm using the latest version of Next.js, which is 15.5, and Tailwind as my style. I make a simple UI for the chatbot that we're going to see in about 2 or 3 minutes. All of the codes related to the UI in here. Let me just install all the dependencies from package.json. And while we are installing, let's go over our code. Okay, in here handles all the messages, whether it's from user or from the system, and it shows a little message here: I'm your AI assistant and have an ID. I handle input value, status of the whether it's ready to chat or we are waiting, and this is where all the magic happens. We are checking if the input is null and create an object and add this message to the previous ones and simulate an API response, because we haven't added any API yet, but we are going to set an event for when we are pressing our keyboard down in order to handle the send message. And in here I'm just this is all UI. Let's run our application. Okay. Before you run your code on the TurboPack, I need you to, in your terminal, type pwd and my folder contains spaces. That is why. What is causing the problem? If it's causing the problem and the problem, no, it went away. So this is how my UI looks like. In here, hello, I'm your assistant. How can I help you today? Hello there. I wanna dream big tonight. And this is a simulated response from the AI, but nothing's happening right now. Now that we know how the AI works, let's create a logic to use the SDK of the React application. First, we need to install these two packages together. We're going to install AI-SDK React and AI. I have to try again. Okay. These two were installed and we're gonna use them. Let's refactor our UI so that we can use and stream responses to the user and go back and forth from client to the server. What I'm about to do is to import useChat from React AI-SDK and use it in here. And what this receives as a parameter is an array of messages. And the first messages I always wanted to be parts text. Hello, I am an AI assistant. How can I help you today? And I think it needs a type of text, and we have to give it a role of the system. No, assistant. And we are good to go. What we need to get from this hook is three things: messages, status, and send message. And we don't need this anymore. Let's get rid of it. Is loading, set is loading. We are going to use status. User message, we don't need this. Also this, also this. And we are not using this either, because we are gonna send a message to our server. What is it now? Probably, oh yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, it has to be like this, wrapped in a parenthesis, and input value is sent to this. Because with this we can use all sorts of inputs like files and text, two types of input. Input value, and we are handling key down of this function. Moving to the UI, we have message is user, and instead of is user, I wanna do something else. I wanna deconstruct this object, the message object, into ID, role, and parts. In here, instead of is user, we can just check whether it's a user or not. And we see here that this comparison appears to be unintentional because type and assistant and user have no overlap. Yes, they do, because we have to use UI message in our typing system, so the error is gone now. Let's copy this and paste it whenever we are using this, and in here we will get back here in a sec. Oh, I don't want to use time anymore. Just want to hit save, and instead of is loading, I want to say status is not ready. If you're not ready, whether AI is thinking or we have an error, whether the message is responding, it's not ready to. So we show the loading message. Okay, I want to do something else rather than. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Status ready. Status not ready. Okay, move this file a bit. I'm sort of have an OCD that it has to be like a waterfall. This is contagious, so watch out. Okay, in here I want to go back to the documentation and copy it from the documentation. In here it renders the message. Are we in the correct page? Yeah, we are rendering the message from here. Yeah, it's I want to copy this and paste it in here, and we are not using the messages anymore, so we paste it like this, and if it's a part of type text, then show it. Yeah, let's run our server again. And hello, I am an AI assistant. How can I help you today? The default message is working. The first message is working here. Hi, I need a direction home. AI is thinking. And when we get a 404 in here, that means that we have to go to the server and configure our API in order to connect to the LLM. Okay, bear with me. We are halfway point to our video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying my best to solve your daily issues and scenarios on YouTube. And subscribing to me honestly giving me tremendous energy. Back to our video. We are going to create an API/chat route.ts file. Cannot start with / you're right. Export async function post. Honestly, I'm going to copy this from the documentation in here that is provided by the SDK itself. This is a AI-SDK.dev, by the way. Okay, what I don't need here is this line, this part of this line, and yep. You are a helpful assistant. This is a system prompt, if you have noticed. This is where we tell how the LLM should respond. You are a helpful assistant who knows how to sing along. I want it that way song. And we are decompressing the, we are deconstructing the message from the request body, send it to a stream text function, which is from AI, the package that we have installed before, and we need another package to install. And what is it? It's OpenAI compatible import from Okay. And what I need to import from this is create OpenAI compatible, and I'm going to create LM Studio variable which create OpenAI compatible, and this function gets 2 arguments. First one is the name, it could be anything, the base URL. And what is this base URL? We launch our LM Studio app. I don't know whether I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I can. And we navigate to developer section of this. Note that you have to be a developer in here, and enable this, and you can see the API, the URL in here. We paste this and add a /v1 in here, because all of the APIs in here are available at /v1/ whether it's chat completions or getting models. And don't forget to run your model. I'm going to run this one, and when we mount it, it gives me this. This is an ID of the model, and I'm going to create another variable, model ID, and put this in here. And I'm going to call this variable again. And pass in the model ID that I want to use for this for this chatbot. Note that you can use multiple models alongside each other in your application. Let's run our application again. Hello there. Are we missing something? I think we might be missing something. Type validation rendering prompt with Jinja template. What is a Jinja template? Okay. Are we missing something in the UI? Desire, believe when I say. Okay, we are back here again. What I missed after like 5 minutes of scratching my head and banging my head against the wall, I've noticed I didn't even I didn't even declare the transportation method that we have to use in here. So we come back to the UI and say, let me just, using a transport property to this chatbot, and I'm sorry, I meant to do this, new default chat transport, and import it from AI package. And this needs an array. This needs an object with API key that to chat to a /API/chat. And let's run our server again. pm dev. You are Is this working? No, it's not working. Converge. What did I miss here? API chat, default chat transport, send message and messages and status. UI message, and the role is here is system. I think it's better if you use this one. Oh, it was an honest mistake. I used assistant as the role here. Okay. Hello, I'm an AI assistant. How can I help you today? Let's fix the type and the casing in here. Hello, I'm AI assistant. How can I help you today? Refresh our server and say you are my fire. Thanks for saying. You said wanted to talk about how I went. Oh, tell me some fun facts. Tell me fun. Okay, this is a dumb model, but it gets the job done, I guess. Say something funny. Okay. Here's a little something funny for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Did that get a chuckle out of you? Would you like another one? No, thank you. That was awful. I'm so incredible. So this video can take so many longs. This video can go further, but I rather stop now. And let's check if I missed something. No. So to wrap this up, we did create a basic UI we did create a basic UI element for the chatbot to interact. We have installed and used AI-SDK by Vercel. And I hope this video was useful to you. I try to test out different scenarios and problems that I run into every day in my programming life and when I do my job, obviously. And let me know down in the comments if you have any questions and if you have any different problems or scenarios that you want me to go through. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and bye bye.